Good morning, Jenna, and good morning, everyone, to the My Tarot morning reflection, our daily inventory, and what chance to just check outside and see how much light there is, see how the day is gonna be. Tell you what, it's one of those days where, again, as I always say, there are no coincidences and everything's an omen. So this morning I woke up, spilled a little bit of coffee. Just not really, how would you put it? Not on the ball. So, well, as I've gotten used after all these years of doing this in the mornings, it just reminds me that it's like, you know, it's not that I'm having issues like that. It's an omen. It's something that says, okay, let's start over again. Let's take a breath. Let's sit down, do the tarot, and maybe take these omens, maybe take these coincidences, and use they're practical signs that say today maybe I just need to double check everything, including picking up a cup of coffee. So. And what that means is that why I say that there's no coincidence and everything's an omen is that maybe there's something today at the office that I really need to double check on. Maybe there's something I need to really pay attention to that if I did not subconsciously start spilling coffee or doing that, that maybe it's one of those things where I would just not see it. So, it's good to find a positive behind anything that's going on. Maybe it's ourselves saying, "Hey, this is something." It's the only way that nonverbal side of our brain knows how to tap us on the shoulder. So maybe that's it. So good morning, Maureen. I've been getting nonverbally tapped on my shoulder this morning. So, and I definitely will be paying attention to the rest of the day. So welcome to the My Tarot morning reflection, our daily inventory, just a chance to check in, see how we're doing before we start the day. And a chance to listen to the cards, like the sounds of the ocean, which is a reminder, have I taken that breath today? How are the feet? Rolling the ankles a little bit because that does feel good. Having the butt do the kitty dance to get comfortable and relaxed. Seeing where the shoulders are. That old shoulder meter, and rolling the neck. And good morning, Maureen and Natalia and Angelina. And yes, Natalia, so far, I don't know if you heard, but I've already spilled my coffee and had a few other things, positive things. Again, these were omens that are reminding me, it's my subconscious saying, there's something that you may need to pay extra attention to today. So instead of getting upset by things like spilling coffee, take the positive and say, today, obviously, something's going on, so I need to pay extra attention to what's going on. My subconscious is trying to drop hints. And I just will be grateful for that, and I will pay extra attention today. So, but we use the cards as our morning reflection, our chance. It's where the universe kind of holds up a mirror, asks us, what do we see? And we use the tarot as that reflection. Boy, that feels good. So, that extra breath. And it's a Monday. It's like, gosh darn it. I'm going to try and have a good Monday, but you know what? Sometimes these things are not up to me in the sense of how the day goes, other than my attitude, our attitude, how we feel about it, regardless of the news. crazy stuff. So I'm going to make our 3 stacks. Un, deux, trois, for people in Quebec. I'm going to make our 3 stacks. Each one's like a different thread going out to the universe. It's like each one's a different thought or idea. And if we believe in the multiverse, it's like each one of these is a different path, because this stack will lead down one conversation. This stack is a different path, which will lead us down a different path than this one. So today, after taking that extra breath, I'm going to take the middle stack, or what I like to think of as what's right at the heart. Oh man, my neck's scratching. So I'm going to do our 3 in 1. And I will flip each card over one at a time like we're reading the pages of a book. Oh, see? So maybe this is what I need to do today. This is maybe what we need to do. We have the Hermit, and the Hermit is about going to the mountain. The Hermit is about reflecting on who we are, where we are, what we are, reflecting on the universe. It's about isolating ourselves from all the noise. And you could be sitting, riding the subway and still isolate yourself from all the noise. Taking that breath, relaxing, and just absorbing the information that's inside of us. What we learned, what we know. The next card, we have our 2 majors to start out this week. And it's the Moon card. So, when we are looking at stuff, whether it is world affairs or it is affairs that happen right inside, just our short little domain, sometimes we feel the anxiety. Sometimes we start to see it and we need to know what to do with it. So what do we do with it? Well, with the Moon card, the way I like to describe this for my clients is that, and people here have heard me say it before, but I like to remind myself, but the Moon card is, how if you are about to walk into the woods and it's twilight and you look over and you see a shadow, and that shadow could either be a log, or it could be something that's about to pop out, something that is threatening. We have a choice. As the Hermit, we could calm ourselves down, reflect on what we know. We can look and see. We can say, hey, that's just a log. Or we can say, oh, I saw movement. That is something I'm going to find a different way. But this is twilight. And so it causes us anxiety because it could still be a log. And we might say, you know what? I'm not going in there. I think I'll just wait another day to move forward. Whereas if it was daylight, we would have no problems. We would just walk right through because we could see it's just a log. So that's the Moon card. The Moon card is about using our intuition, our instinct, and about trusting ourselves to move forward through those anxieties we might have, through those fears. Our goal is to get beyond these towers. And as long as we let ourselves be held back by our own, not trusting our feelings, not trusting our intuitions, by not finding, and it could be, it's like, I'm going to go there, but I'm going to walk around a different way. Again, if it was daylight, it's a simple, I'm just going to go. So today it's about, and I'm focusing on these because the majors are the destiny cards. These are the ones we pay attention to. The minors are the day-to-day cards. So I'm going to flip the next one, which is the 5 of coins. So coins are about home, health, finances, and all the things that keep us grounded. And fives are always challenges. Fives are what happen when we decide that I'm not going to climb that mountain. I am standing here in front of the woods, and this is when it's dealing with our homes, our things that keep us grounded. And so we have choices that we need to make. Let's take a look at the advice card, which is the Chariot. So we have, out of 78 cards, there's only 22 majors, and this morning we have 3 majors. And we have 1 minor. It's just a 1-5 of coins. And yet this card has the ability to trump all these other cards. And that's in the game, when one card you win in tarot, you win all the other cards, because one card's higher, one card's got a larger value. So here we have the Hermit. We're contemplating. Here we have the Moon card that says we need to walk through this. And yet here we have something, whether it's dealing with home, health, finances, or whatever, that can just stop all these destiny cards dead in their tracks. Except the advice card, which is the Chariot. And the Chariot is the appropriate use of our self-will. Notice this charioteer doesn't even have reins. These horses want to go in different directions, but they will listen to the charioteer. They will just understand and follow the charioteer's will without needing to be reined in or anything else like that. Because with the charioteer, it's all about saying, I'm going to go this direction, and that's it. I'm going to make this happen, and that's it. So this morning, and for today, and I'm going to use the example of my cup of coffee. So I have all these external distractions when it's like, I can sit here and I'm contemplating all this negative stuff. And I come up to the Moon card, and it's like, I know I need to move forward through this stuff, busy day and everything else, but I don't trust what's going on. I don't trust what's around me. I don't trust the things. Everything else is just more important and weighing me down. So this card would be trumping these. This card would be stopping these. Except our advice card today is asking us to look inside ourselves, to acknowledge any issues that we have, whether, again, home, health, finances, or just any of those things that the coins represent in our lives today. And with the fives is a hill as we try and get to 10. So 1 is the bottom, 5 is the top, and then the rest downhill from there. We got to get over that 5. That 5 is our Moon card. And we're going up to 4. 4s are about stability. 5s, it's like, is that a shadow? Is that a log? Is that something that's going to lunge at me? It's like, you know what? I trust my instincts, and I'm going to go over this 5 card. Because I'm just going to say, you know what? This is my charioteer moment. So today, reflect on our charioteer moment and just know that we can move past whatever might be blocking us today. So, and with that, again, I hope everybody has that amazing day, amazing rest of their week. And I am going to be back again here tomorrow. So thanks again. Take care, and I'll talk to you later.
Stars in the sky, cards in my hand, searching for signs, lost in the sand. Whispers of fate, echoes of dreams in the dark slate. Nothing's as it seems. Flip the cards, run around. Mysteries we have found. In the shadows we dance. Take a chance, take a chance. Ghostly figures, guiding light. Readers and seekers in the night. Hopes and fears written in gold. Truth appears